Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Saturday live stream. And just as a thumbnail and title suggest, I think Ethereum can win, but we got to grow up and there's got to be some changes. And what I'm going to give you is an example of what I went through of staking my Aethir tokens. Now, if you don't know, Aethir is a DePIN AI artificial intelligence play. And we talked about this previously. I did a pre-recording of a video, and I'm going to have you watch it. It's about 5 minutes or so. And just so you know, there's sometimes a little bit of strong language. So if you're not an adult and you can't take strong language, then maybe you should mute those parts. But it's not too bad. But just take it with a grain of salt, because I think I was in a pretty bad mood that day and just nothing seems to be working. But just watch this. And this, I think, is the problem with ETH and layer 1 and layer 2s and everything else. And after we do that and you take a look at this video, I'm going to have you do something. I need your help to do your own research. And I'm not just going to spoon feed you everything. I want you to actually do something in the background after this to prove some points. So without further ado, just watch this video. It's about 5 minutes or so. This is me staking Aethir. And let me be very clear on this one thing. Aethir is a great project. I'm not mad at Aethir. I think it's fantastic. I mean, for the GPU and computational power, but the chain that they chose, and yes, they will be going to a layer 2 at some point. Just right now, they're on layer 1. It's a disaster for trying to stake. And if you want to see a really good example of staking, go no further than Cardano. But without further ado, here, check this out. About Aethir, which is an AI DePIN play all the way back in May of 2024, which is almost 8 months ago. And right now, they've already gone through their token generation event, which was roughly in June. And now here we are almost in December of 2024. And right now is an important time because you can actually stake those tokens that you have with Aethir and actually have these bonus emissions, as they talk about right here. Now, Aethir has done reasonably well as far as a AI DePIN play. Right now, it's sitting around 300. I think it'll do quite well. And like we talked about in the video from back in May, it's all about compute power. It's all about AI, and there is a big enough space for everybody to compete, whether that be Render or IO.net or whatever else it is, or Aethir. I think it's going to be a big play, and that's why I want just to maximize everybody's gains as we come in. Why don't we just do like a little bit of staking? So we did this video. I linked in the description so you can watch the deep dive, which I did on Dan Degen. Again, this is back in May. And as I said before in the video itself, this is a very long-term play. If you're taking a look at the tokenomics right now, you might notice that there's not so much as between the circulating supply and the total supply. There's actually a vast difference. And if you go over and actually look at the tokenomics themselves, you're looking at 12 months to 18 months when everything gets released after the token generation event, which was in June. So you got quite a bit of time until everything starts to get unlocked. And then after that, remember, there's a difference between vesting and linear vesting. But watch the video and I'll explain to you exactly why I got into this project. So real quick, this is how you do staking. So here's the website, aethir.com, link in the description. If you click on Web3 services and staking, voila, it'll take you to this page. And it's very simple. What you want to do is first you want to connect your wallet. Like up here, it'll say connect wallet in the upper right-hand corner. I've already connected my least favorite wallet of all time, MetaMask, but hey, it is what it is. It works. And once you connect it by clicking there and signing a quick transaction, there's a button here that says wrap and unwrap. What you're going to do is you're going to click on wrap, unwrap, and you're going to enter the amount. Because I am actually, I have my Web3 wallet, which is MetaMask. The maximum amount right now is I have 335,000 Aethir, or ATH, which is the ticker. And every time you do something like this, I want you to start small. I want you to start with a test transaction, and I want you to go too crazy. And I know there's going to be some fees on Ethereum because that's what Ethereum does. But right now, I'm just going to go for like 500, and that's all I want to do. Just 500 ATH, and I'm going to wrap those. I'm going to click on wrap. There's going to be a little pop-up that's going to come here. You probably can't see it. And gee, many Christmas estimated fee of $8. Hate Ethereum. So I'm going to click on confirm regardless because I'm stuck with them. Not that I have disdain for Ethereum, but man, it sucks. So it's going to wrap those 500 ATH. and it's going to go through that process in progress. And for the $9, you think you'd be a little bit faster, but hey, I'm not going to complain. Just kidding. I'm doing nothing but complaining. Ethereum. So then we have that. So now we have, and you can see right here, now there's 1,500 because I had previously done this before. So I had 1,000 before the test, another test for you guys, 500. Now I'm $9 in the hole, but that's okay. I still love you. So we're going to go over here, and you're going to choose. It's going to, because it goes to the steps. Wrap your ATH, choose your pool, lock your ATH and rewards. Great. You can do ATH gaming or ATH AI. I'm not so much on the gaming side. Let's just go over the AI and the compute power and the GPUs that are being used and all that great stuff. So here it's going to ask me, well, how much do you want to stake? And I've got 1,500. So I'm just going to do for right here. You can do a minimum. I don't know when the time is. 4 weeks, 1 year, 3 years max. If you want to go 3 years, that's fine, but just know that's past the unlock period time frame. If you want to do a year, you could do it, but you're going to run into a little bit of unlocks. But again, I think this project's going to be very big. For me, I'm just going to do a little tester, just do a little 4 weeks, and I'm going to click on. I'm going to take let's do 1,200, and because I have 1,500 because I've already wrapped that. I'm going to click on approve. There's going to be another pop-up that's going to pop up. Pop up, and it's from, of course, MetaMask custom spending cap. And I'm going to click on next, and estimated fee. That's great. Another $2.79. Thanks you, Ethereum. Bunch of crooks. No, they're not crooks. They're just making money. Good for them. Approve. In progress. Approving tokens. For the $12 I spent. Just saying, it could be a little bit faster, Ethereum. But it's sound money, Rob. Yeah, sure. Great, you've successfully approved tokens. So now you may notice that was just given the amount. Now I have to do it again because that was just giving a permission. Let's do that again. Let's hit stake. Let's pay another FU because it's $31. Are you out of your mind? Reject. You know what? This is a scam. I'm just going to say like this. If there's a better way to do this, Aethir, reach out to me because I'm not going to do that. That is robbery. Anyhow, hope you liked the video. Like what you saw, like and subscribe, go from there. Anyhow, that's it for today. Thanks so much, everybody. Rip-offs. See you on the next one. I wasn't in a good mood yesterday. What can you do? Look, we all go through that. No one's perfect. So that was my experience with Ethan, that layer part. Again, Aethir is a great project. DPIN, AI plays, GPU processing power, compute. Great stuff. And yes, they will be on layer 2. I believe they're going to go on Arbitrum. But for the layer 1 for staking, you just saw what I went through. I'm not doing that. So the question then is, can ETH win? Yes, ETH can win. But ETH needs to grow up. ETH needs to get things moving. I just saw a great video from Guy over at Coin Bureau. Looks like there was a DevCon that just went through, and they were talking about all these great things going to happen with Ethereum, which I am super excited about. However, it's going to take time. And because of that, you have to ask yourself, okay, well, if that's how much time do I want to put into this and how far is it going to go? And yes, you can make the argument about decentralization versus centralization, about what is decentralized, what is centralized. But man, if it doesn't work and it's costing us a bunch of money, why the hell are we using it? That's what I'm going for. Because I think that as time goes on, we're going to see a lot of people come in, and we need it to be faster, cheaper, easier than what their prospects are right now. I got to tell you, from what I saw, it wasn't that great. But here's where you come in. I want you to do your own research, and I want you to do some things, and I want you to go through this whole process. First of all, very simply, I want you to download 2 things. I linked this in the description, and I want you to try this for yourself, because I put this out on X or Twitter, and I said, I'm having problems with this piece or that piece. What do you guys recommend? And people are like, oh, well, I heard that this one's good. I heard that one's good. But I'm beginning to wonder, are we actually even using the products that we are saying and we are investing into? Because if we were not using those products and those services, what are we doing here? Why do we get out of bed? We got to start using this stuff and actually making it functional. So I want you to try this. I want you to download Phantom. And Phantom is also multi-chain. You can use different cryptos from within it. Mostly it was originally for Solana based. And then I want you to connect it to Jupiter. And Jupiter is a decentralized exchange, mostly Solana. I want you to go through that whole process. I'm not going to give you the step-by-steps because that's not what the newbies are going to do. If you don't know about this, I'm just going to give you links and I want you to try to figure it out. And I want you to tell me how easy or tough it is. I also gave you a link to the Coinbase wallet. Why didn't I give you the link to the MetaMask wallet? You're going to thank me in a bit. Because when I tried to connect to Aerodrome, which everybody told me how great it was, it is good. I wouldn't say it's great. It is good. But if you're using MetaMask like I did, and you went through the hassles that I did last night, you'll be thanking me that I did not give you MetaMask to use. You're going to use the Coinbase wallet. Much easier. I've already gone through it. Much simpler. So I want you to do those things. And tomorrow when we come back for these live streams, or if you can post to me in X or what was called Twitter, tell me which one is easier, faster, cheaper. And yes, you can make the argument in there about which one's more decentralized and which one's more centralized. I will ask you this question. The things that we're using right now, is it more decentralized than JP Morgan? Is it more decentralized than Wells Fargo? I just answer me that. And then you can answer me like, which one of these are more decentralized? I'd love to have that discussion. Got you. But I need you to go through this and not just have some opinion. I need you to go through it and tell me which one actually is that. And we go from there. All righty. So there was that piece. And then, oh, there is one more thing. I'm going to request one more thing. And that is, I'm going through these AI agents. And it's not a new thing. It's been a progressive type of thing. What's happening here is if you got app.virtuals.io, essentially what they're doing is they're making meme coins and they're allowing the AI segment of that. You don't need any kind of development skills to actually create these new tokens. And you've got like a TVL of like millions of dollars for just these crazy tokens. I don't want you to buy anything because this is all gambling. We can get into that later. But what I want you to do, because I think it's interesting, there's one called Wrecked Burgundy, which is a play on Ron Burgundy, which if you ever saw Anchorman, you'll know what this is. It's pretty funny. And what they did is they're using AI. If you follow Wrecked Burgundy, he will respond to you in this AI manner. And I thought it was pretty interesting. So I linked in the description. I want you to follow Wrecked Burgundy and just to see what AI can do. It's pretty, I think it's like what could be, unburdened by what has been. That's funny. No, what could be with AI as we are moving forward into like this next evolution. Who knows? Maybe AI creates the next really solid layer 0 crypto digital asset token. But I want you to follow that and just see how it goes and see how he responds. And it's pretty interesting. But these are the two things I was asking for your help for. But that's it for that piece. Look, if you like today's video, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. Everything we talk about is time sensitive. Now that we went through that for Raj, let's do a little Q&A. And I'll answer all your questions to the best of my abilities. And but if you got to take off. It is Saturday. It's a beautiful day here in Puerto Rico. But if you want to ask some questions, here we go. Meme says, so is it FET or Fetch AI, now called AIS, or are we still keeping the original initials? Well, apparently, so like Fetch AI merged together with Ocean Protocol and Singularity. And Fetch AI was, I guess, the main organizer. So in some places, you're going to see Fetch, and in some places, you're going to use this AIS, this Artificial Intelligence Super Pact or Super whatever it is. Just depends on where you go. You're not going to see Ocean Protocol or Singularity anymore, but you may see Fetch or AIS. Just depends. Let's see. Cat with a K. Hold on. Wait. That's the pool in Texas, not Puerto Rico. This is a green screen. So let's see. Why is ETH not wrapped on Arbor? It's a great question. That's a really great question, as a matter of fact. And when you go through the process of staking, I ask the same question myself, but that's just how it goes. Now, maybe I did things wrong on how it was, but those are the directions that I got, and that's the wallet that I had, and those are the fees that I got. So don't know. But just know that even if you had, because I know right now those Aether tokens are on layer 1 Ethereum. If I wanted to bridge them over to Arbitrum, I will still be paying those Ethereum layer one fees. That's how it works. So on that one, I don't know what to tell you. Daniel. Boomer Dan. Will AI, that's pretty good. Will the AI coins be the NFTs, metaverse tokens of the cycle? No, I don't. I think the bigger collapse will be the meme coins. So in 2017, it was the ICOs. In 2021, it was NFTs and metaverse. And for 2025, we're going to see a lot of meme coins. And you can see they're exploding. Did you know that on pump.fun, they make over 15,000 tokens per day being minted? Just saying. They're almost all will go to zero. Yes, that's true. And then the AI tokens, it's all speculative. But again, watch that video that we just talked about, wherever the heck I put it. Oh, yeah. The one on Aether, and why I'm telling you, it should be a good one. But, you know, hey, I've been wrong before. Nick is here, Bioprotocol. Nick was the one that introduced me to DeSci, decentralized science. It's looking good. Fork you, Eddie. Da-da-da. Have you had a look at Snack from Cardano? I own Snack from Cardano. Look at that. Also, if you guys aren't a part of my Cardano stake pool, I have two, as a matter of fact. And if you don't know, we did an airdrop called Tomato Coin back in 2021. And if you sign up for the stake pool, if you got Cardano, if you have Cardano and you're not staking, what are you doing? It's the best. Staking on Cardano is just the best. They crushed it. They did it better than everybody else. And if you sign up within the next 2 weeks or so for the stake pool, then I'll give you an airdrop of this thing called Tomato Coin, which is just a meme coin, but we're going to go full force on this one. And most of it's just being airdropped. So lucky you. And if you don't know how to do that, just go to, there's this website. It only costs 1 Bitcoin per month to be a member, which I think is quite cheap, considering all the things you learn. Just kidding, it's free. And it's called Dan Teaches Crypto. There's a link in the description. But when you go to staking over here, just click on ADA staking. Again, this is on Dan Teaches Crypto. And I show you how to do it. There's going to be a pop-up that's going to come in somewhere. There it is. Just watch that video. Yeah, it'll be fun. Which you're staking to put 1 million ADA. No, Nick, you don't need that much. Poll is not dead. Polygon? No, I think it's still turn around. Who knows? Nick and me, please, your thoughts on private coins, e.g. Rose. I don't own it, so I don't have an opinion on it. I'm sorry, Mikumi. Tomato Coin will sauce the competition. That's pretty good. It's the only digital asset that is going to put Marinara on the blockchain. I mean, come on. And we have a pending deal with Olive Garden. That's and the source is I made that up right now. Chris says 7 years until it becomes the world currency. Yeah. You know, I have to appreciate the amount of effort and just the amount of direction that Ethereum has done. And like Vitalik Buterin says, Ethereum is essentially the world's computer. It may be in that layer 1 solution, and layer 2s can take over. It's just that it's just a very cumbersome process. And I actually talked about this today in another segment where I just said, like, all these here's a question for everybody. How many wallets do you have? In my browser right now, I have Sui, Coinbase, Xverse, Tunkeeper, Phantom, MetaMask. What else do I have? LinkQ, I don't know what the heck that is. So that's 6 different wallets. all those wallets, if we can just condense those to like 1 or 2 that do everything, I think that would help us out a lot, because there's just too many wallets, in my opinion, for the normal people to come in and go, oh, that's easy. Oh, no, it's on this chain. You got to have this wallet. Oh, no, it's on that chain. You got to have that wallet. Very difficult. This swole man, he played one, says, any comments on Mel and its exit? Yeah. As a matter of fact, the day that there was an announcement put out by Ken Oling, we actually had a live stream. And people said, hey, Rob, did you hear that Meld is going bust? I said, no. So I text Ken real quick. I said, hey, man, is this true or what's going on? And during that live stream, he wrote back. And he said, yeah. He goes, essentially what it is the VCs that we have, they pulled out. Our top 3 or 4 different people sold everything. And we've been trying to get funding to keep the doors open, and we can't. So as of December 31st, we're going to wind everything down. He goes, and we had a discussion offline too about how he's doing. It's not too good. But as far as like Meld, it's like every other opportunity that's out there. It's like every business that you can ever think of. There's this great restaurant down the street. You think it's going to do well. You go there, you check it out, a couple people here and there. Food is fantastic, service is great, price is reasonable. Go back in a month, not too many people here, but whatever. Food's still good, service is great, price is still reasonable. Then you go back 3 months later and it's closed. What the hell happened? It happened what everything happens in businesses. 50% of all small businesses that start up within 5 years will close down. And I think Meld make it 2.5 years. The next question you might ask me is this, Rob, why do you have Meld, the token, and now that you see this, you can't unsee this, unfortunately, right above your head, right here, that. I left that there as a constant reminder that all these different investments that you are getting into in all the different meme coins and all the different layer 1s, 2s, 3s, and layer 20s, the chances of them making it are slim to none. And you're going to lose a lot unless you take profits along the way. And Meld is a reminder of what can happen. Now, maybe it comes back, maybe it doesn't, but I'm not here to shy away from it. It didn't work out. Michael says most altcoins are just getting started. After that rant I just gave you, maybe not. Let's see. How do you buy Parcel? Let's take a look. Parcel. Oops. Is it this? PARCL? It's on Solana. I bet you I know where you can get it. Probably within Phantom. Let's see. So what we want to do is look for markets. Here you go. Wow, there's a lot of places. Get.io, OKX, Bitmart, Mexi. Let's do something easy. See right here? Come on. This contract. Copy that. And let's see if I can open this up the right way. You should be able to see this on the right side. That is my Phantom wallet. If I didn't do that, you wouldn't be able to see it. I got a whopping 2,778. What do I got in here? Solana, Dex Tools. I staked some Solana, Jupiter, Pigeon Tech, Pith. Just a chill guy, MAGA Wormhole, Big Dog Fink, whole host of stuff. So there's this thing called swap at the very bottom. Hold on. I don't think you can see it. Let me remove this. Overlay. There you are. See the very bottom right? There's a little house. There's some squares. There's a swap. Let's take 0.25 Solana, 60 bucks. And let's see if it's here. Oh, there it is. And what I did is I pasted in the contract address. I didn't search for it, nothing like that. All right. And let's buy 60 bucks a part. I don't know what the heck this is. Swap. Dang it. I don't want that. Swap. 1, 2. Okay. And that's it. It's done. So there's your little tutorial for Phantom Wallet. How to buy stuff. All right, good stuff. Hey, Nas. What's up, buddy? Have you been traveling, my man? Back to Colombia. Good stuff. Hey, Rob, you're buying more Hypercycle given compute narrative? No, not yet. I'm waiting for Jerry for us to turn on this this node, which is sitting right in front of my face. So once Hypercycle gets all the way up to speed, I think they're in the beta version. So I'll let everybody know, but I'm not buying anymore. I got orders buying random altcoins right now. Random dude says, Mark Andreessen is angry. That's a good thing for crypto. Was he, I think it was him, he was on the Joe Rogan podcast, and he talked about how people are debanked. And it was just fascinating. Just because of your political opinions, you get debanked. It's crazy. Jerome says, buy Caspa. All right. And he also says, buy Sui. That's a good one. And Nick says, track and RSC will go big time. I told you. Okay. Sweet to the moon. Shaolin. Always got good stuff. I just come to the realization the plebs will never use crypto. They'll buy their Bitcoin in exchange and get back to work and enjoy their ignorance of how controlled they are. Yeah. Yeah. You know, think of it this way. I don't know if they're going to use it. And that's why, like, I know people like will say, and especially as we get into this altcoin season, they're going to say, Bitcoin's just a boomer coin, whatever. But if you really think about it, it is probably the one that is the least likely to evaporate. I still think it's going to be around for, 50, 100 years, who knows. But to have that asset and to see it constantly appreciate over 4 years, not just like it doesn't do this every day, right? It's a long-term store of value, as I call it. I think when people do that, they'll start to think of it more like I think of it, real estate. I think of Bitcoin as real estate. Some people think of it as a commodity, whatever. But like real estate to me is just something to have and hold and to appreciate because it's an asset. And Bitcoin is the same thing. It's to have and hold and to have it as an asset. And I think once people get that, I think when they figure it out and why it is, and they don't have to ask the questions to you which bother you, which is like, hey, why is Bitcoin even a thing? Why is that? If anybody asks you about that, like why is Bitcoin a thing, and are have some kind of snide remark about it does not back by anything, just ask them one question. Hey, genius, where does inflation come from? You tell me, and then we'll talk. And if they can't answer that, then you're like, well, have fun staying poor. That's really what it comes down to. So not to get too off track, I think Shaolin's actually right. I think a lot of the things that we're using digital assets and crypto for right now in the States isn't going to make it. Now, in other countries and the things that they have to use it for, it's a little bit different story. And that's where my mind block comes in, because I always think like an American and not as like somebody from a second or third world country where you can actually use these things as their essentially economy crumbles. So just remember that as well. Let's see. He says, to be fair, Meld was pretty essy from the start. It was pretty obvious and it had no real usage. No, I think it had. Look, again, as Americans, we don't think about like cross-border payments. We don't think about like actual banking and using crypto and digital assets within that framework. And we just don't. And then of course people say, well, who cares? I got a bank. I got JP Morgan. I got Wells Fargo. I got USAA. Let me ask you this. Like there's a reason why there's this thing called neobanks, and they're available throughout the entire world, especially as you're interacting with different countries and different people around those places. I thought Mel could do pretty well. Just didn't work out. Sucks. Yeah, thanks, me. Got to say, Silicon Crypto generally enjoy on a regular basis. So much edutainment packed in session, plus generally nice people. That's very true. I do have a great group of people, but mostly I have it because of people like me, because of people like Chris Perkins, people like Shaolin and Nas and Nick, because those guys are all moderators, and Tesla and Cat with a K. I got a lot of wrenches. Oh, speaking of which, you want to be a moderator, just let me know and I'll throw you in. I'll throw you in there. But I got to know who the heck you are, though. Yeah. Same as Sailor, always compares Bitcoin to real estate, parcel of land, man. Yeah, I got to agree. You know, there's levels of intelligence, and Sailor is a pretty smart guy. Ooh, this is interesting. All stablecoin issuers will need to hold U.S. treasuries and dollars. Big win for U.S. It is a big win for U.S. I think that's the reason why Tether has been held in such high regard. And then, who was it that just was? Just nominated. No, not secretary nominee. I forgot the guy's name. Billionaire guy. Was just on Pompliano. But he's actually taken over 5% of Tether, and he's a Trump pick for secretary. Undercover under. I forget. Dang it. Someone remember it. Rob, can you get Gronk into USAA? No. Well, Gronk is just that great AI segment on X. Larry says, Rob, you are selling Bitcoin this cycle, right? Yes. I know. People are like, wow, that's crazy. No one else. It's like everybody's going to diamond hands. Yeah, it's funny how everybody's diamond handsing, and yet the price fluctuates so wildly. It's like as if somebody's telling me some one thing and doing another. Now, do I believe like Michael Saylor is selling? Probably not. But I know for a fact, especially the people on social media, they'll tell you one thing, they'll do something exact opposite. That's right. Cantor Fitzgerald CEO. Thank you. Which is let me show this to everybody. Fitzgerald CEO. Lutnick. Why can I not remember this guy's name? Howard Lutnick. Leading financial services. Commerce Secretary. That's who he got nominated for. So this is Howard Lutnick, big Bitcoin bull. And he is the CEO of Cantor Fitzgerald. And Tether's going to partner with them for multi-billion-dollar Bitcoin-backed US dollar loans. So yeah, we covered this like 4 or 5 days ago. Lutnick. Yes. Howard Lutnick. See, everybody else can remember this. Chris says, Saylor is installing himself in the role of a Rothschild. Yeah, probably so. Hopefully he doesn't end up like, I forgot the, one of the Rothschilds was just found deceased in some kind of very odd fire at his 2-story home just over the last 4 or 5 days. Ooh, thanks, Random. You got to read the history of Lutnick. The guy's lived a hard life. I like those guys. I like people like that. People who've lived a really crappy life and they've come out the other end and been successful. Usually that's pretty much how it works. You got to have a really junk life as you're growing up. Well, you don't have to, but helps to build character if you don't give up. Does Saylor even have children? He does not, which is, I mean, you can say it's bad or good, but he has made references to the trust that he has set up will only hold Bitcoin moving forward. I'm like, wow, that's pretty good. So if he had kids, you might worry like, oh, these punk kids are going to take all the Bitcoin and dump it on us. But I guess not. Lutnick spoke about his life challenges at Bitcoin Nashville. Anybody going to Bitcoin conference in Las Vegas? I'll be there. I have family in Las Vegas, so I got to go. I have to go. I'd like to see you all there. I'll even buy the first round of beers. That's pretty good. And that's in Las Vegas. That's like super expensive. So I need to actually make some profits. especially on the strip. All right. Yeah, this is a good way to, let's see. Okay. So Nick says, see you there. So that's good news. All right, everybody. So that's it for today. 35 minutes or so. I think we can wrap it up. It's Saturday. I don't know where you're at. Hopefully it's a nice day. I'm going to hit the beach right now. Go play some ball. That's it for today. Like today's video, thumbs up, consider subscribing. Remember those things below in the description. I'd like you just to check out Phantom Wallet, Coinbase Wallet. Download those. Tell me how easy they are. Then actually go into Aerodrome with your Coinbase wallet. See how easy that is. Then go into Jupiter with your Phantom wallet. See how easy that is. And then lastly, of course, check out Wrecked Burgundy for that AI play. I want to see how people are. I want to see how the AI is interacting with people within their X and Twitter account. I think that'd be interesting. So that's it for this one. Thanks so much, everybody. I appreciate you. And I'll see you guys on the next one, which will be tomorrow. Adios.